I came on because I am with the KFL and the GFL tonight. I'm not even done. I probably have about 2 or 3 more hours left with them. As you guys know, the KFL meeting is going to be Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I wanted to go over some stuff they were showing me because I feel like some of it needs to be shared with all of you and not be exclusive. Because I feel it's super important, but if you want to be part of the meeting on Monday, I left the link for you guys, but it's a lot of stuff. I'm feeling like super tired, super overwhelmed, and basically I'm seeing some stuff that I was not expecting. There's some huge things happening. It all comes down to this global reset that they keep talking to me about, talking about the food supply, water supply, the shadow government dividing. There's like this huge divide, and there's 2 parts of the divide. I'm trying to figure out how I can explain this without giving away too much. It's a lot. It's a positive thing that they're divided, actually. One part of the divide is that they realized they had it made before the pandemic, but they as a collective created the pandemic to create more control, and they fucked up basically. And the second part of the divide is a lot of them are going rogue and going off in their separate directions. I saw this kind of happening, and I talked about it on the last 2 KFLs, if I'm correct. It was either the last one or the last 2. I talked about the divide and how it's like succumbing them to their own demise, and how the GFL is just kind of like sitting back and allowing it to all happen because they're digging their own graves, basically. Okay, so what I wanted to mention to all of you, because they're dividing and they're going rogue, the reptilian elites, shadow governments, they're not as a collective anymore like I was feeling. They are definitely hugely separating, and it's getting worse. Every day that passes, they keep getting separated. And they're talking to me about how these certain sections are fighting with each other and creating little mini bombs of chaos around the world. And these little mini bombs that are going off are shutting down the food supply, limiting trading in those areas that they're controlled of, cutting back the water supply for farms who supply most of the world's food. They are like basically digging their own graves. It's kind of comical to kind of see this playing out. Okay, so the Ukraine and Russia, yes, that is one. They talked to me about Putin being one of the rogue agents that are kind of going rogue and isn't like part of the collective anymore for the elite. He's like gone off on his own. So that's like one region. Many explosions of chaos going off in different areas. And if you pay attention to the different areas, you can actually pinpoint who's going rogue and who isn't. So there's like this huge unbalancing and defeating going on. Because there's these like sections of chaos going off, because the reptilians are these like rogue agents who are kind of going off on their own in their little areas, it makes it hard for the GFL to divulge where the shortages will take place, because now that they're all kind of like not in a collective, it's hard to keep track of them, and they don't know their next moves. And guys, if you would have saw what I saw with our timelines, our reality timelines, holy effing shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So their suggestion to you guys were, if you're prepared and have food and water and supplies for everyone in your household, then you'll be good, but you have to have enough for a couple months. It will be hard to pinpoint who's going rogue, so it's almost like they're trying to tell me to tell everybody to kind of be prepared in your own household, and you'll be fine. You won't have to stress, you won't have to have fear. Everything will be fine. So they're just kind of like pointing out, like, just in case you're one of those areas, be prepared in your household. I would put it at like 3 to 4 months. I would have, you know, like enough stocked up. And I'm not even done. I think I have like another 2 to 3 hours left of this stuff. I started connecting to them probably around 8 p.m. and it's what, 2:41, and I'm not done yet. So the Earth authorities, the white hats, are now putting out and divulging that there's reptilians on Earth. Like, it's coming. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys. I told you guys this in the GFL. It is recorded. I have it on recording. And I think this was like 4, maybe 6 months ago that I said by the end of this year, or close to the end of this year, like mid to end of this year, that humans will start to get wind of reptilians being on Earth. It will start being pushed out into the news, and it already is starting to begin. The news is reporting on finding these hidden secret areas where these reptilians are being collected. And I know it's the white hats doing it. So, and the white hats are our guys. They're our agents, the GFL agents. They're finally getting made. It's finally going, and I find it very interesting how the Pentagon is now releasing their knowledge on UFOs, on aliens. All of this is like, I told you guys it was going to break by the end of this year, like mid to end of this year, and it is starting to trickle out. And I've been saying this for months for you guys, especially with the reptilians. I told you guys this like 6 months, maybe even more. And it's on the GFL recording. I think I even mentioned it on one of my lives, that the reptilians are going to be had by Earth beings, and that it would start to go out into the news. So I am blown away. I just wanted to come on and get you guys prepared for the bombs. If you guys want to know the rest of what's going on, just click the link and get your ticket. But it's mainly like this global reset, and there's all this stuff kind of happening in different areas. I'm just kind of looking over my notes, and because I just came out of the timeline section with the Galactic Federation, and we were discussing the timelines, and I'm just like, the energy on the ship is chaotic. It was chaotic last time I was on, but it's like, I don't want to say it kicked it up a notch, but it feels like the same energy. Okay, that was another thing that they wanted to discuss. There's one specific elite that they talked about that they extradited and collected and took off of Earth. And it will be in the news that this very wealthy, powerful person had died, but there's not going to be a body in the casket because the GFL has this person on trial in the ship right now because it was an elite reptilian shapeshifter that was doing all this. And his crime is crimes against humanity, and he caused a lot of death that kept a lot of people from using their own free will. So, and there's another female about to be collected and another male within the next couple weeks into like a month. And they're going to be put onto trial. So I'm wondering if Clinton's going to be like the next one. I'm kind of like getting like this feeling like something's going to happen to Clinton, and she's going to be basically grabbed from Earth, and they're going to make it look like she died. I keep wanting to go to her. It just keeps because there's a lot of crimes that she did, and she's part of that whole reptilian. The reptilians that they collected here on Earth, that was put onto the news. This was like physical news. This was like on NBC or something. There was a news about the whole reptilian cave. They found all these reptilians, and there's all these documents that connects the Clintons, the Obamas, the Bidens. There's like all this evidence that they're collecting. The elite knows that they're losing, and they just keep fucking up left and right, because the more chaos they put upon humans here, the more humans are waking up, and you guys are waking up and being smart about stuff, and they just keep losing. Each time they make a decision, they keep fucking up and causing more awareness and awakeness. They're so stupid. Anyway, so I'll let you guys go. It's late. Get some sleep. It's like almost 3 a.m. I just wanted to come on and get you guys prepared for like the more chaotic sections that are going to be having like more shortages and like this weighing down of that section, because they're going rogue and they're deciding what they want to do with their own sections now. They have like totally gone rogue, and the elite shadow government isn't even a collective anymore. Everything's breaking apart. So I should be getting more information on the female and the other male who's going to be plucked off of Earth and put through trial. So I'm trying to get like names and stuff. So get ready for Monday, ladies and genties. It's gonna be a wild ride. All right, I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.